Here we go. Here we go. I got to pull up the original tweet real quick. I forgot to do that, but
Oh
we're
yeah,
going to get into it. Yeah, that's a must. We're going to have to do that. Huh.
this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
They all are actually, you know what I mean. But this one is good with current events.
Well, each one tops the last one, really.
With very current events. What's going on, everybody? As people funnel in, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a good evening on Twitter Space. We're back again, dropping gems for the people that have been tapping in every single Friday. It's been gnarly. It's been interesting. Okay, so we're gonna start here with this one, and we're just gonna go down the rabbit hole and see what we can pick apart today. Showing you guys some very insightful things, developments happening in the DeFi space, keeping everybody fine-tuned with understanding that DeFi is not a scam. Financial institutions are 110% interested, and if you do proper research, you take a proper approach, and you actually mature in your investing career and your understanding of the markets and how to do research, you can actually capitalize on opportunities outside of crypto, outside of just hodling, outside of trading, and really embrace this DeFi evolution. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into paying attention to scams, how to really and what to really look for when you are diving into a project or interested in investing in something, especially in this crypto space. I want everybody to keep in mind that myself, Mr. Aqua, Mr. Man, we're not trying to FUD anything here. When we're doing research on projects, we're picking apart fundamentals and we're questioning projects. Everybody should be doing that. If you are not doing that, you're not investing properly. There's a difference between FUD and research. And everybody tapping into this call today needs to understand that. We're not here to FUD anything. We don't benefit from telling you about the red flags that we are experiencing about certain projects. Okay. We're not here telling you that they're not going to be the chosen ones. No, we're just bringing things to people's attention. And we're going to do that in today's video breakdown via some projects that we've come across on the XRPL. Now, moving forward, myself, Mr. Aqua, Mr. Man, for our community members, because we don't want people in our community to get burned, are going to continue to do this research to let our community know if, hey, look, this DEX is a lot better than this one because of these things. Again, giving them our opinions based off the research that we've done. And again, I think everybody should be doing that. So just again, trying to split knowledge to you guys and just really pick apart the markets and show you all mature investors, real investors. I myself, multi-six-figure investor, and same with these two gentlemen that you're listening to right now, right? We have capital on the line. We're not here to play around. And the fact, once we get to this point of the conversation today, that these individuals in control, again, whoever's in control of these social media platforms on the opposite end of certain projects on the XRPL, need to understand that we as investors in their projects deserve, to some degree, a sense of trust, a sense of camaraderie, and a sense of proper communication and education as to what it is that they're trying to convey to us, okay? There needs to be transparency. We're operating in a new financial system where if there is no trust, this will not work. And so these projects, my advice to you as an investor in some of your projects, you developers, you project managers, you team builders, all these people, transparency is a really good thing. So when researchers like myself and investors like myself call out red flags about your projects or your websites or your white papers, especially considering that it is for a fact that the regulators did not find out about FTX. The crypto community did. I want everybody to remember that. So with that being said, okay, it is imperative that everybody commits to research and we help this community out and we transpire to inform and educate people on a consistent basis. That's what's going to help this crypto community grow. I'm not an XRP maxi. I'm not an Ethereum maxi. I could give two shits about ETHgate or XRP price at $1,000. I don't care. I care about investing properly, growing portfolios, making money, and helping people, right? In all walks of life, physically, mentally, and financially, not just on freaking digital assets. People got to understand that's the power of CyberX. We're so much more than traders and investors, and people in the community will vouch for that. Anyways, all right, so moving on. That's my speech, my opening spiel as people funnel in. I said to you guys, Twitter space later today, burning down the house on these scam XRPL projects. I will be wasting my energy and exposing these idiots later on. Again, I want to make it known that this Twitter space is probably going to be a live one, especially when these two gentlemen open the floodgate and start speaking to you all. It's probably going to get not emotional, but it's not going to be one of those Twitter spaces where you're going to want to have little kids around watching it. Viewer discretion is advised moving forward. Let me put that on the table, okay? Because this is going to be raw. So we're going to start here. Shout out to Smoke. Love Smoke's research. If you don't follow him on X, go give him a follow. Great researcher. One of the good ones in the space that is always putting out value, never putting out personal opinions, and really just trying to educate people. These are the types of people we need in this space. But to some degree, I do disagree with one of the things that he said in this post, and I'll talk about that. Have a respectful talk with these two gentlemen about it as well. Get their opinions on this. So obviously, of course, myself, Mr. Aqua, Mr. Man, we are investors in the DeFi space, and there's many others like us. If you don't know about DeFi, it's my personal opinion that everybody should be educating themselves in DeFi. I did not say everybody should get involved in DeFi, but everybody should at least attempt to educate themselves on DeFi. How do we know that? We know that via financial institutions, individuals like the Bank of International Settlements telling you all that DeFi is important. Hedge funds, asset managers, which I could show you on today's video breakdown, have said that DeFi is important and that they will be paying attention to DeFi. Now, I follow the institutions. I don't know what you all do, but I pay attention to institutional money and what institutions are doing. And they are, for a fact, paying attention to DeFi. So if you neglect that right now, just because there's no regulation, you're doing yourself an injustice by not paying attention to a niche that is going to be exponential for not only your digital assets in the future, but the entire crypto ecosystem as a whole, regardless if you like it or not. And that is a fact. So Smoke said, doubling down on this, it is crucial to understand that the ins and outs of DeFi protocols, which is true. Liquidity pools or the absence of DeFi regulations make DeFi inherently risky at the current moment, which I do agree. DeFi, everybody should know, crypto, right, at the end of the day, is already inherently risky. DeFi adds another layer of risk that you need to be aware of. That is a fact, okay?
Facts.
Just like crypto is not for everybody, just like XRP is not for everybody, okay? DeFi is not for everybody, and that is a fact, okay? Again, why you should educate yourself on it to decide if it is for you or not just shy it away because you don't understand it. Upcoming regulations will provide necessary safeguards to ensure all participants have a safer and more transparent experience when deploying capital. That I agree with. These regulations are vital in ensuring that DeFi develops in a reasonable way. From my current perspectives, again, Smoke, I'm trying to enlighten you, brother, because you said this in your post. Chasing abnormally high APYs with no insurance or protection is the same mindset that leads to retail into meme coins. Again, yes, absolutely, Smoke, which is why in our community, we try to educate people that there are projects out there to incentivize you and draw you in, offer you high APRs. That is not the goal in DeFi. The goal in DeFi is to generate passive income through the utilization of your digital assets, right? To participate in this new financial system. So absolutely, people should be aware of high APR incentives to get people into projects, to get people into protocols, and they could possibly turn into rug pulls. But there are really good, solid projects out there that are offering high APYs and high APRs that are actually legitimate. That is just a part of this early DeFi ecosystem, and people need to understand that. When these financial institutions come in, these APRs will not be this high. I can guarantee you that. And the people that are paying attention to detail and leveraging these high APYs and APRs to their advantage are going to come out on top. For example, I myself and Mr. Aqua and Mr. Man have all added to our XRP bags, whether you all like it or not, through DeFi, not through our hard-earned money, through DeFi. So it is possible. Again, not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and do it. I don't care if you do it or not. I'm letting you all know that I am doing it and that it is possible if you choose to partake in that route. Again, assess your risk properly, understand the environment, understand just like how you got into crypto, you accepted that risk, studied that risk, hopefully research XRP, XLM, HBAR, XDC, Casper, Algo, Quant. You did the research, right? You are going to have to put in that same elbow grease if you want to survive or get educated in DeFi. This is part of the process. So Smoke, again, I can't agree with you, brother, because you said there's no insurance. However, there is DeFi insurance. DeFi is actually one of the niches in crypto where there is, to some degree, a insurance environment. So here is a list of 16 avenues of approach that you can take to go and insure some of your DeFi positions. Now, there's a whole slew of it. Here's some examples. You can get protocol coverage, stablecoin DPEG coverage, yield token coverage, auditing coverage, custom cover, bridge cover, slashing cover, custody cover. Like, the insurance niche inside of DeFi is vast, one within itself. This is, again, why you should go educate yourself. Don't just think that something doesn't exist because you don't know it does. Just go look into it and find out for yourself. So then, just to end this, Smoke just said that at the end of the day, mindset leads to retail and memes, chasing quick profit. Institutional DeFi and unregulated DeFi are two completely different things, which I absolutely agree with. And then in this post right here, let's just say it says, after regulations, where's the one part? Liquidity, develop currency, already know. Okay, I don't remember where it is, but at the end of the day, I don't think people, again, my personal perspective, if you're saying you're not going to get involved in DeFi because it's not regulated, that's the same thing, in my personal opinion, as saying I'm not going to get involved in crypto because it's not regulated, because collectively speaking, it's not. Or I'm not going to participate in artificial intelligence because to some degree it's not fully regulated, right? Or I'm not going to get into carbon credits or digital real estate or the metaverse because it's not fully regulated. That's missing. That perspective is missing out on opportunities. Instead, what, again, I am doing is I'm doing my due diligence. I'm researching. I'm looking at audits. I'm looking at projects. I'm looking at teams. I'm researching the developers. I'm looking at who the CEO or the company is or whatever, who's the social media manager, all the way down to the bottom of the roots to pick apart who is most likely going to, it's, again, called an educated analysis. And it is possible, right? You don't want to shy away from something just because it's not regulated or because it's not, because you're not educated on it. Just further your education. Again, you don't have to invest in DeFi, but you can pursue an education in it and enlighten yourself. Okay. What do you guys feel about that?
You know, what I feel about it, Smoke, is, I mean, listen to what David Schwartz has been saying. I can't preach this enough. Listen to what Brad Garlinghouse is talking about. What did Monica Long just say on Chaparro's podcast, like on Tuesday? They're all talking about DeFi. And then everyone that holds Flare, because if you hold XRP, then you most likely hold Flare. If you hold Flare, the CEO, Hugo Filion, he's saying the goal and objective for 2024 for Flare is DeFi, 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 bringing liquidity to the Flare network. And then when you have David Schwartz telling you, hey, you should get ahead of the institutions and start understanding DeFi right now. That's what I'm listening to. And, you know, if you're invested in something where the developers, the CEOs and the presidents are telling you to go and look at something, I strongly suggest you do, because when you do, you're going to blow your own mind on like, wow, what have I been missing out this entire time? You'll most likely have an awakening within an awakening, because everyone here most likely experienced their crypto awakening, right? Well, wait until you really discover what DeFi can do for you. And
dude,
like, you know what I mean? So I'll hand it off to Mr. Man now, but that's pretty much all I have on that. You know what I mean?
Ultimately, I come from the standpoint where I wholeheartedly agree with Smoke. And at the same time, for my personal life, I do disagree with Smoke, because like people are going to do what they want to do, and it's their money. They work for it. They can choose to invest in it, invest with it or not, how they want. And if they don't feel comfortable with investing in it because they feel something's a scam or a rug pull without doing the due diligence to learn about it, that's really on them. Like, I'm not here to try and advertise. I mean, yeah, we have our Wealth 28 club, and we're trying to get people to open up and expand their minds to learn how this can work for you to generate passive income. At the same time, I'm not here to try to convince anybody to do anything. Do what you feel is safe for you. I know for myself, I come from a regulatory standpoint of things. While we're here chatting, behind the scenes, I'm actually reading the FSB and IMF paper on DeFi. I have the IOSCO paper with their recommendations on DeFi open here as well. So I feel confident in my own skills and ability, even though I almost got taken the other day, as some of you guys may have seen. I'm human. At the end of the day, I'm human, but I still do my due diligence to put the time in to make sure I educate myself on what's going on, because I've come this far in terms of crypto assets in a speculative market, and I want to continue to generate money because I come from the standpoint of real estate, that I don't own real estate to hopefully make a profit from it when I sell it in 20 years, because who knows where the market's going to be. I own real estate so I can make cash flow and sustain my life with myself and my wife and my family. So that's what I'm capitalizing on DeFi with as well, to sustain my lifestyle. And I live a really, really easy lifestyle as well. Really, really simple. So DeFi itself, looking into those protocols, Cypress was talking about the insurance in there. I'm talking about the recommendations that exist between standard settings bodies. And DeFi is coming into scrutiny end of this year into 2025 itself. So it is very, very speculative right now. And the rug pulls are going to be showing themselves very, very soon.
Well, we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They already are, bro. They're already showing and exposing themselves.
We're going to get into that today. All right. So bottom line is, again, I agree with Smoke. Some of the points that he were making, very valid. Again, love Smoke. His work is phenomenal. If you don't follow him, go give him a follow. The point to disagree with him was not to bring scrutiny to what he was saying at all, by any means. It's just to show you that there are different perspectives out there that exist. And if you do the digging, you do the due diligence, say that 5 times fast. Just like in trading, people that use leverage, that shit's not for everybody. That's the bottom line. You just have to accept that. And that's the same in the DeFi markets. Yeah, there's more elbow grease that you have to put in. Yes, you're more active in your positions, in your portfolio monitorization, because you actually have to be involved in the market conditions to set ranges properly and actually understand what projects to involve in. And that's something that the Wealth 28 Club is sharing. That's why, again, we're not here to promote anything. We're here to show you guys that we're real market participants, and we actually, to some degree, understand order flow in this market. We really, truly understand. I mean, if you guys just go look at the backlog, the proof is there. The people that you should be following, it's very apparent in this market space. We were telling people a couple months back at the end of May, rolling into June, that the market was going to pull back. Guys and gals, look at the market right now. It was at $2.6 to $2.7 trillion in April, March, and May of this year, and price keeps stalling and pulling back. Yet these bullish moon boys keep telling you that price is going to freaking explode. That is not how the markets work right now. Why? Because we're in a trading environment, right? And you have to understand that this is not a utility-driven market right now. That's coming, don't get me wrong, but there's still market phases that we have to live through. And this DeFi integration into this space is 110% one of the phases that we have to walk through. Institutions are not just interested in buying and holding these assets like you all are. That's not what institutions want to use these digital assets for. Yes, that's one of the niches, but these institutions are, for a fact, interested in yield generation. Write that word down, write that terminology down, just like how a lot of people fixate on impermanent loss in DeFi. What about all the positives? Go look and research the positives of DeFi as well, like yield generation. And you will come to find out that if you go read bank documents, which I've showed you on Twitter, if you go read BIS documents, IMF documents, World Bank documents, they are saying yield generation and decentralized finance and liquidity pools. It's not this information is not coming from me. It's coming from these systemically important people. Let me show you. Okay. So just the other day, to show you guys that we're always ahead of the retail curve here at CyberX. I'm not going to explain how. We have researchers all over the globe, from Australia. We have individual researchers from Lebanon. We got individual researchers from Denmark. Canada, like
Africa.
We're global here. Look at this. This is a video breakdown that nobody saw. I'm showing you all how we are ahead of a retail crowd. Now, I don't mean that we're magicians. I don't mean that we have some magic crystal ball or we have insiders. No. What you all need to understand is that information that you are fed through Cointelegraph, through Daily Huddle, through all these YouTube platforms, that's lagging information. Okay? That's lagging information. We are getting information drip fed into CyberX live, real time. And so let me show you. This is a video breakdown that I shared on June 5th. The video is from maybe a month or two ago. and it says, look at this. This is the representative from Copper. I'm about to blow everybody's mind to show you all how real we are at CyberX. We're not tooting our own horn. We're on the front line researching this shit for y'all. Like, come on now, who's doing that? So I said to you guys, look at this. June 5th, 2024, key phrases. Institutions will need access to DeFi. DeFi is the new wave, and so many people are sleeping on allowing their digital assets to work simply because they don't understand the new opportunities readily available to them. Let me blow your mind. Okay, I'm going to play this video clip of this representative from Copper, and then we're going to read an updated fundamental that came out 2 days ago about Copper. Mind you, I shared this video with you guys over a month ago. Again, I'm showing you all that retail gets information late. Okay, that's what I'm trying to prove here, so that it doesn't seem like I'm being cocky or like I can predict the markets. No, I'm just showing you all that if you do fucking research, it's simple. Okay.
Yeah. Facts.
Watch. Okay. So let me play this video clip for you guys. Let's stop presenting this. Let's go in. Let's present it a different way. There we go. All right. Listen to what this representative from Copper says.
What's next, right? I mentioned about, okay, well, we're very focused on institutional investors. What are we going to create for institutional investors? They'll need access to exchanges. They'll need access to OTC liquidity. They need staking. They need DeFi. All these things are really necessary. So we built all these products inside Copper. So they need DeFi. All these things are really liquidity. They need staking. They need DeFi. All these things are.
How many times I got to play it for people? They need staking. They need liquidity. They need DeFi, right? I shared this over a month ago. Look what just came out 2 days ago to the retail herd. Okay. This is from the Daily Huddle. How many YouTube influencers do you know sitting there reading Daily Huddle fucking articles to y'all, making y'all think that that shit is cool? It's not cool.
Hell nah.
No, this is late. This is late information. Okay. You can pay. There's certain platforms out there like Bloomberg Terminal, like Reuters Terminal, where you get a drip fed bit of information that the retail herd doesn't even know exists. Okay. So just tap in. Look, this came out 2 days ago when at CyberX, we were sharing that information with you guys a month ago. Copper and Soy partnered to build out full institutional accessibility. If y'all don't know what the Soy network is, go and read about it. Soy network, look at this. This is the Turbos DEX built on Soy network, where you can go provide liquidity to liquidity pool and earn yield on Soy USDC right there, 123% APR.
We can't see it.
Oh, sugars, hold on.
Yeah.
I got to stop. Thank you so much for doing that. I forgot I got to switch the screen.
Yeah. I got you. I remember last time I didn't. So
last time when I realized that like 20 minutes of the video, we recorded it with the thing. Look, okay. So, and this is not a game. Look at this. There's $3 million of liquidity locked in this. 24-hour trading volume on this is $1.7 million. Okay. This is not fake money. The DeFi space is one of the only spaces that is fully recovered from the crash of 2022. If y'all didn't know that, that's a fact. Go check it. The DeFi space in 2024 recovered to, I think, $192 billion this year. And Ripple has an article straight on their website where by 2030 they are projecting, or I think it was an organization that Ripple might have surveyed, is projecting a $600 billion market cap in DeFi by 2030.
He said, and then David Schwartz also said the market cap on the stable coins will be obsolete in the next coming months. So I don't know. Use your imagination. What the hell he's talking about?
So to full circle this again, I know I just got hyped there, but do you know how many times we've done this for people? Myself, Mr. Aqua, Mr. Man, we do this stuff on a daily basis. Go look at some of the fundamentals that Mr. Man was talking about a year ago, and that stuff is playing out now. Okay. And this is because we're watching the panel discussions. We're reading the documents that not a lot of people are watching. I'm being serious, ladies and gentlemen. I have over 11 playlists of systemically important people, of systemically important banks, of large organizations that you use every single day, having these panel discussions, having these private meetings that they make public after they've had them a month or two. And you can go listen to this stuff and nobody is watching it. It is absolutely terrifying that I and some of these people listening are some of the only people tapped into this information. Why is that? It is because you are diluted the information. The information to you, to the mainstream, is lagging. And that is the power of Wealth 28 and CyberX. It's not just about trading. It's not just about investing. It is about information. This is the age of information. Whoever has the data is ahead of the game. And at CyberX, we got the data.
Facts, bro. 100% facts.
We got the data. Like, you know, we haven't even really introduced institutional scalper to the world yet. Can you imagine when we do?
Man, I'm telling you, man. Woo.
There's a video I have loaded up, Cypress, if you don't mind me showing that there. This was from the BRICS. This is from the BRICS conference. I want to say in 2022. So this was from 2 years ago. It's just a short snippet of a video. It's a minute. If you can pull that up there, I do have it. There it is right there. It's just a short snippet. The individual speaking, his name is Jamil. He specializes in NFTs and NFT, I want to say sort of like the UCC amendments that have taken place in 2022. But he was here with the BRICS individuals during the BRICS conference talking about the CBDC. And this is a think tank. So when I do my research, I listen to a lot of think tanks because they're the people who create and provide the recommendation. And by recommendation, and when they say this is a recommendation, you need to do it. They have to do it. It's not just a recommendation, it is a must almost. So check this out here.
So I think in the long run, it's going to get more complex. So we will see that, for example, the world of DeFi is going to grow or continue to grow despite our current bear market. Over the long run, the 10, 20 years, we'll see DeFi to continue to grow. And one of the areas of interest right now is to place CBDCs, one, inside of, let's say, an automated market maker where they can swap between one CBDC and another CBDC. And this is also research, is very, very preliminary research, and we're working on this type of research. If I stake a CBDC, theoretically, can I then swap it for another CBDC? And then what do I move across jurisdictions by doing that kind of swap? And two can I take CBDCs, park it, and pool it, and then issue a stable coin against the CBDC? Kind of what people do with dollars, right? Right now, I think it's pool $100 million and issue 100 million stable coins.
Boom.
So I think that can create some complexities, and it's a way to circumvent. I'm not saying that it's a recommended way. It's a way to circumvent AML. If I use right now MakerDAO's DAI, I can transact, and there is really no way for any AML to occur if I'm using a stablecoin like DAI. And so I think that DeFi world and the CBDC world are going to intersect. They're starting to converge. There's conversations happening right now. You'll see the Bank of Kazakhstan actually release pretty soon. I've already seen an early version of it, a paper on what they're looking at in terms of CBDC.
Bro.
There we go.
Bro. Okay, hold on. Because remember last video, I don't know if you were on our last call, Mr. Man, but last week, Mr. Aqua showed that senators were buying into assets that have to do with DeFi for the first time ever. And I said last time, institutions, for a fact, just like I showed you guys, the copper gentlemen are for a fact. They're for a fact interested in DeFi and earning yield. Look at this. Look at this. I got, just because he said the DeFi ecosystem is going to continue to grow, right? Look at this. I got two more people.
It has to grow.
Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let's see.
Hey, man, I got, while you're pulling that up too, like, or I'll let you go since you got it.
No, go. Run it. Feed it.
I just want to say, like, what else Monica Long said. She said that the institutional relationships that Ripple have, you can pretty much call them DeFi relationships, and the real USD stablecoin is going to help integrate those relationships. Like,
okay, this video right here. Okay, this is what I'm to full circle, because in these live calls that we've been doing, I try to really connect anybody that takes the time and goes through this or watches the recording or has been with us since the beginning. Shout out to the 688 people that are on. Appreciate you guys for coming in. These videos that we're trying to show you guys, nobody's watching. This video I have here, I shared this the other day. Yeah, it gets some good impressions on Twitter, but like the actual YouTube video that the CyberX team started watching, was like originally 10 or 8 views. Like that's how many people are paying attention to this stuff. This is Pantera Capital Representative, which is an American hedge fund and venture capital firm, and they have $5.2 billion of assets under management. Okay. I'm pretty sure everybody on this call, including myself, because I'm not going to sit here and strip like I got some ego, does not have $5.2 billion, right? Okay. So should we, you know, I'm just saying, I remember, to full circle, I follow the money. I try to follow what these institutions are talking about and what nobody else is talking about. And if you notice, who started talking about DeFi first on the XRPL? Us three. Then you go look at all the mainstream XRP enthusiasts talking about MAG after it already hit $4,000 freaking dollars, yo. What? That is, again, ass backwards. That's ass backwards. Makes no sense. That's like XRP goes to $1,000 tomorrow, right? And all the people that buy XRP at $1,000 start claiming like they know and talk about XRP, and ignore all the people that were holding XRP at 50 cents, 24 cents, 11 cents. That's just disrespectful, low key. Like,
hey, for reals, bro. For
you know
reals.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like pay homage. You know, we're trying to enlighten people. This is not a game. This is real money on the board. Myself, Mr. Aqua, and Mr. Man, I personally have thousands of dollars invested in DeFi. Like, this is not a game for me.
Yeah,
okay?
myself included. It's not a fucking game at all. And when we get into the shit that we found on the XRPL, that's why we're extremely concerned. But yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into that as more people feed in. All right, so this is Pantera Capital, $5.2 billion of assets under management. Listen to what the dude says. Oh, shit. Hold on. He talks quiet.
Be that number 2 use case, and what you feel like the portfolio of Pantera probably has tried to target, second to that store value macro.
Yeah, I think, well, one thing we've really focused on is DeFi. Centralized finance makes a lot of sense to us because that's really where it doesn't require frequency, throughput to the degree that exchange, transactions do, retail transactions do. And, lending, borrowing, doing everything that banks do. But in a much more distributed way makes so much sense to us. And
so I'll pause it there. It doesn't need to go on any further. He said the important stuff, right? But he said the number 2, people, listen to what, okay. The number 1 use case was, hold on, let me just, I don't remember what the number 1 use case he said, but the number 2 use case he said is DeFi, okay? That's important. Pick up on that. And he talks about through what? Lending, staking, right? People, okay? If y'all don't know about staking, why not? You don't have to go and invest into it. I'm not telling you guys to go put your hard-earned money or put your crypto into it, but why don't you know it exists? That's the question. Why don't you know about it and how to prosper from it to some degree? What the risks are associated with it? Again, expand your horizon, which is the goal of Wealth 28. We're not here to try to convince you to invest. We're here to try to convince you to enlighten yourself by soaking up information. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Read a PDF, watch a video breakdown, read a document, read an article. We got all that information funneled into one channel, into one platform that you can tap into. You get what I'm saying? So
no moon boy shit either.
No moon boy. Oh man, no. Y'all have never seen me put out no crazy price prediction. Yet I hold probably more XRP than the vast amount of freaking XRP moon boys out there, which is the crazy part.
I guarantee you, by middle of the year, which we're reaching up to the end of this year, you're going to see a lot of faces again on YouTube with like such and such to the moon or 100x coming out. Guarantee you.
Yeah, of course, you can go find it right now. You can go find it right now, bro, on the internet. There's literally children out there that are making 100x Shiba Inu whatever price predictions right now, bro, and they got communities right now. Okay, so this is the last one I'm going to show you guys. I got, if you just go to our Twitter pages, give Mr. Aqua a follow, give Mr. Man a follow, and just look through the information. Just open the documents. I'm posting with the team, with the CyberX research. I know Mr. Man's got a freaking feed of information, at least 4 different fundamental articles, PDFs, videos, research clips per day on my Twitter, that if you just go back and you tap into it, you're going to understand that digital transformation is for a fact happening. You're going to understand that the dollar ain't going nowhere and why it's strong and why your cryptocurrency assets are down right now in the red, because everybody's are, right? you're going to start to tap into information that the mainstream, like I showed you all, is not tapped into. It's that simple. And if you want it, it's there. So this is $100 billion in asset under management, individual representative. 2 key takeaways from this Wisdom Tree CEO is that he said, your money should be working for you. And they mentioned putting a tremendous amount and thought into DeFi. Notice the clip that Mr. Mann just showed you all was a representative telling you all that institutions are interested in earning yield on their CBDCs, right? On pools, liquidity pools, and DeFi. And he mentioned moving $100 million in stable coins and using that in DeFi. The video breakdown that Mr. Mann just showed you, that's exactly what the dude said. And okay, that money is about to come to DeFi. Look, check this out. Dang it. Hold on, I gotta turn it up again.
Are you sharing the volume?
Can you hear it or not?
No, we can't hear it.
Are you sharing that screen itself?
Yeah, I got you. I forgot I had to do that. Every time, remind me, because I don't know why StreamYard makes you do that.
This is a sustainable thing. Investing is obviously it's not a one-day thing. You have to, you talk about young people trying to get ahead. You want your money to work for you, and if you are putting your money to work properly, it's just one of the great lessons in life. Otherwise, you have to work really, really hard if your money isn't working for you.
And everyone should have the opportunity to work hard, save, invest, create value for their families. I mean, that's why I think so many people have drawn to the United States, because of the opportunity to do just that. And our financial markets are the backbone of that opportunity. Let's switch gears into kind of where this is going. So we've talked about spot crypto ETFs. Let's talk about DeFi. This is an area where you guys and you personally have put a tremendous amount of thought, and you guys are really looking at it from the perspective of what you call responsible DeFi. What do you mean by that?
All right. Do you see? Like the clip goes on. She says, you all have been very interested in DeFi. And at the beginning of that, he talks about how everybody should have the opportunity to get your money, to get your that's working for you. These institutions know about this, people. Now, to migrate the conversation, because I want to finally get to talk about the incident that we have today on Twitter with, calling to light some fishy stuff that we found on some projects on the XRPL. We're going to get to that. But I want to really capitalize on what she said at the end, which is responsible DeFi. Now, we obviously, of course, as retail investors, let me share my screen. We as retail investors don't have as many perks and as many tools and as many networking connections and as many algorithms as the financial institutions. So we have to try to form a strategy to keep up. And like she mentioned at the end, forming responsible DeFi, I want everybody to take into consideration how we started this call. We started out with talking about Smoke's post about how we kind of sort of disagree. And if you take a mature approach right now in DeFi, you can actually be successful at it. Just like in leverage trading, just like investing in general, DeFi is not for everybody. You have to have an appetite for it. You have to have an interest in it. You actually have to want your digital assets to work for you and not just want them to sit in a cold storage wallet and do nothing for you. Or you have to want to build an entirely separate new DeFi portfolio, and that has to interest you. That's step one. And once you have that interest, then you'll go and educate yourself. And once you get into the education portion of DeFi, you'll understand, just like investing and in trading, oh shit, if I don't mature and get my shit together and actually understand what I'm doing, I will lose all of my fucking money. Okay. Yeah. That's a fact. And so here at the Wealth 28 Club, because I'm a successful six-figure entrepreneur and investor, and so are these other two gentlemen listening in, again, I'm trying to show you all how I'm actively doing this, okay? And that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of fucking pressure. And so here you can see a PDF where in the CyberX Wealth 28 Club, we're trying to take a mature approach. And so we did this. We're trying to live show you guys the process so you can take that information and do it. Please educate and research. All right. We're going to show you how we used one of the PDFs that we've created for our private members to find some things and some projects on the XRPL, because everybody's so fixated on this new institutional DeFi on the XRPL, and it's been trending and MAG's been hitting new all-time highs. That's great. But to, again, agree full circle with something that Mr. Smoke said is that we shouldn't just be chasing everything because it's offering green yield. That is a no-go. That is a red flag. Do you all not fucking remember what just happened with FTX, right? We as retail investors, as investors in the crypto space, need to come together and unite and get these fucking scams out of the market. And we as a community are going to do that, not the fucking regulators, y'all.
Facts.
like straight up. So again, we're not calling these projects a scam. We confronted them about their issues, and the way that they responded said everything we need to know. That's the bottom line. So when we get to that point, again, I'm going to show you, but these are some of the things that we were looking for and that we look for when we are investing in DeFi projects. So I said mitigating risk in DeFi investments. A guy, conduct thorough research, avoid chasing high APRs. Look, everybody that tapped into Smoke's post here, one of the things that he said is high APRs. That's a red flag, right? Well, again, we try to educate our community that that's something, again, that you should chalk up into your list of, okay, this is checked off, this is checked off, this is checked off before you even consider jumping in, right? Double check projects and DEXs. Who are the team members, so on and so forth, right? So we have a full list. Who are the team founders? What's the white paper? What's the technology? What's the roadmap of the project? Who is the comedian, or who is the community and the social media? Who are the partnerships and the collaborations, right? Do they have a use case? Are they fit for market purpose, for business use cases, for institutions, for social media? What's their niche, right? What are the tokenomics? What's the security behind it? What are the legalities and the compliance regulations behind the digital asset? Or are they even trying to become regulatory compliant? What's the financial health of the company? Who funded it, right? Who founded it? Who started it, right? All these things are things that we want to know. And if you're not doing this due diligence, you're more likely to get burned.
Facts.
I'll let you guys, funnel in right there. What do you think about this? What do you think about this approach? Isn't this, to some degree, approach that one should be taking if they're trying to educate themselves on this space?
Absolutely. This is what you call taking calculated risk. And because we're listening to all these important people talk about DeFi, of course, our attention is on DeFi, just like everyone's attention is just on crypto as a whole. But we shouldn't just say nay to something without really fully understanding it and understanding what it can do for you right now. I think that's what, the organic human mind does in this culture. Like it automatically just makes an assumption, it adopts an opinion, you know what I mean? And it just doesn't want to go any further. And although that opinion may be intelligent and it might align, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, you just don't have the awareness, because if you had the awareness of what DeFi could do for you, you would be talking about it in an entirely different fashion. And, you can go the stable coin route. You don't even have to go the route of really risking your hard-earned money. You know what I mean? So there's just so many ways that you can go about DeFi. And I feel like DeFi can be tailored to any individual person. You know what I mean? Like if you're a low risk type of person, well, there's places in DeFi for you. If you're a high risk person, there's places in DeFi for you. You know what I mean? Use your own discernment and go about it at your own risk. But like to just totally say nay to something and not want to understand more, when again, all these important people are telling us how important DeFi is. You know what I mean? Like this is really important to start paying attention to it now. And like, I come from the cannabis world, and a majority of the money that was made in the cannabis world came before regulations. You know what I mean? That's not financial advice or anything, but I'm just saying that, like, you know what I mean? Right now it's the wild, wild west. So right now, there's some nice APRs that are available. And if you take calculated risk, like what we just gave you, the breakdown, then you know what? You most likely, you know what I mean, just may win in DeFi. So again, not financial advice, but that's my 2 cents on it.
And one of the things I do also to mitigate risk there, as Cypress was showing you guys some of the criteria and breakdown of things or boxes that we're checking off as we're doing our due diligence. I have a big bag. I don't touch my bag at all. That's my long-term bag. I'll be honest with you guys. I started a new bag in a test wallet where I can feel safe with connecting to these protocols themselves, to learn about them first, to get comfortable with them. And then I fund my test wallet, and I put connect that test wallet to the protocol, and I begin to get familiarized with it. And when I'm comfortable, I don't open up my big bag and move stuff over. I begin a new bag purchase at that point. So I'm funneling in new funds. So which means I'm continuously finding new hustles or creating new hustles so I can generate more income and more cash flow for myself. I'm not touching my big bag. I'll let that collect the digital dust, but I will work my ass off to build my DeFi bag so that way that DeFi bag can capitalize on the increase when crypto increase, when and if crypto increases. And as people begin to withdraw, pull profits and swap from whatever crypto they're taking profits from into stablecoin, I'll be in that pair already. So I'll be capitalizing on the increase and on those fees itself. That's what I'm doing personally. Not suggesting that you copy my strategy, but that's how I'm looking at it. I'm making a dual income from a single asset.
I love it, man. At the end of the day, I think the fact that people, you know, they're sleeping on the potential of DeFi just because they don't understand it, like Mr. Aqua said, is 100% fact. So let's jump in, and I want to make one thing clear. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not here to give a crap about your investments at the end of the day. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I don't care if you invest in these projects or not, right? And so I'm just here going off of a checklist at CyberX to show you some of the red flags on some of the projects on the XRPL and on a specific DEX on the XRPL and why they're red flags to us. Just showing you the due diligence, make your own personal assumption. And I'm not telling you guys to not hold the asset if you hold it or to get out of your positions. This is just me showing the world that you can take educated and calculated risk by just simply clicking open some things and asking the question, this doesn't make sense. Because if you look at everything that led up to the collapse of FTX, it was researchers like us picking apart and questioning the trust behind what they were, again, promoting and offering. And so it's the same thing here. So we're going to start. Let me present and share my screen. Now, what is XP Market? Mr. Aqua, is it a DApp, right? It's a DApp, right? It's a decentralized application.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like you can pretty much, like the way I explain it, it's like a coin market cap, but just for the XRPL ecosystem.
Okay. So there you have it, right? So this is a platform that you can go and utilize, and you can do research on different projects on the XRPL. Now, if you're not too familiar with the call since we started this, because there's now 900, almost 1,000 people listening. So shout out to you guys. Really do appreciate you all for tapping in. Make sure that you follow these two lovely gentlemen here, Mr. Aqua, Mr. Man. Shout out to all the Wealth 28 Club members. I'm probably going to go back to the Discord and see a whole bunch of, that was a dope call, So shout out to you guys as well.
Yeah, huge shout out, Club 28.
I know you guys probably heard a lot about this, or a lot of this stuff that we're talking about now in this morning's private Zoom call. So sorry you have to hear it again. But anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the process. We're just going to take a look at two of the projects on the XRPL that the Magnetic DEX is offering for individuals to provide liquidity for. Now, myself, I was personally an investor in XGO. I held a very significant portion of XGO, had multiple thousands of dollars in the liquidity position in the Magnetic DEX. So I want you all to know that after doing this research and making sure that my boxes were checked off in my strategy, I'm just going to again show you that we're taking a mature approach here at CyberX. In my strategy, if the projects or the coins that I'm looking to invest in don't meet my requirements, I don't hold them. It's that simple. And so this isn't me fudding the market. I don't give a fuck if you guys hold these positions or not. I'm just showing you all, okay, that this coin does not meet my requirements, and I'm going to show you why. And again, you can scratch your head and ask the same questions after I'm done, because it's going to blow your fucking mind if you have a brain, okay? So XGO, all right, we're going to start there. We're just going to click through the website. The reason why any of this is even happening, we weren't even going to bring it to anybody's attention, honest to God, but Mr. Aqua made public, again, Twitter, where you can share your personal opinion and it's freedom of speech. He said, getting out of MAG until we see some better projects and the farming pool options. The available pools seem to have XRP paired with some scam-like projects. Again, he's not calling XGO a scam. He said, but they do resemble some scam-like things, right? Scam-like projects. And then XGO responded by saying, you're just trying to discredit at least our team and the Magnetic team, which Mr. Aqua did no such thing of. He just said that he was swapping around some of his positions. Okay. Let's stick to the facts. If we've deceived someone, bring the facts. Bring the evidence and then we'll talk. So we did. Okay. They've never been pressed. Something I want to start off with is, again, remember, if you've been on the call since the beginning of this, we have to unite as a fucking community, people. Do you understand that? It is going to be us who call these crypto scams out. These regulators like the SEC are focused on political bullshit right now. Do y'all understand that? They're focused on politicians and all these higher up decision makings. They're not going to come into the markets and pick apart projects like we can as retail traders. Okay. If this shit does not get better, I'm going to make a stand and try to figure out to what degree or what regulator I need to speak to report this bullshit.
Fuck yeah.
I'm putting my fucking foot down. The shit is starting to piss me off because we deserve answers after what happened to us as many fucking retail traders with the regulators not picking up the pace and it falling on the retail traders. We took that hit. And I don't want to see anybody in the CyberX community fall victim to that bullshit because we didn't do the research. So let me show you, because again, they said, bring the facts. So we fucking did. And y'all didn't come through with responses, XGO. That's the fucking problem. Okay. Remember I said at the beginning of this call, this shit was going to get hot real fucking quick.
Hell yeah.
So we said, why can't we download the applications that you display on your profile, neither on the Apple Store or the Google Play, and you've been around since 2022 promoting this shit, right? Okay. The core team on XGO claims to be G Krypton, Blockchain Dev Studio. Why do they have no social media engagement? And look at their building location, which we're going to get into. They claim to have a YouTube, but YouTube at first, I took a screenshot, said that this channel doesn't exist. Then when we went through this debate, now all of a sudden they have a YouTube channel. Right? Okay. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna go through some of this stuff because I'm not randomly picking apart this stuff. This stuff is sketchy as fuck, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Okay. This is not the way that a professional company built on the best fucking network, XRPL, right? Okay. This is not what we want. And if they are real, if they are true, if they are an actual thing, and even if you even go look back in the CyberX community, I said, dang, I would really like to use this application because I fucking work out. And they promote like you can go and earn XGO on an application by working out and competing with other people. But you can't do that right now. It's not available. But they've been promoting it like it's available the entire time. Okay. So these are red flags that we're starting to see. And it's not just XGO. It's not just other projects that we're going to talk about. It's lots of them. And, you know, like I said, if they're not a scam, then pick up the pace. This is a message to XGO. Pick up the fucking pace. Where are the promises at? Pick up the speed. Let's go.
Facts.
Right? Where's your white paper at? Who are the people that developed it? Like be transparent. And then when we press you about it, don't act like we're trying to disrespect you. No, we're just trying to get you to be transparent with the fucking community that you're supposed to be supporting.
Facts. Right? Facts. We're not fudding. This is not fudding at all. This is coming from real true investors who are investing thousands of dollars into your pool, XGO. And we have some questions that we wanted answered so that we feel comfortable with our thousands of dollars deployed into your liquidity pool. We're not fudding you guys, man. I don't even think you guys understand the definition of fudding because that's not even fudding.
So were they willing to sit down and have a conversation with you guys?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay. Because a full circle, but great question. Because to some degree, yeah, kind of, but not at first. Not until we took it to the next level. And they started probably looking at our social media platforms and looking that we have a 60,000 plus audience, and they probably didn't want that smoke, you know? So anyways, okay, let's click through this. Here's the Google store, right? You can see the App Store. You can't download anything. It looks like it's clickable, but it's not. Nobody and their mom can go and download this application, not on the Google App Store, not on Google Play. Okay. Then if we go down and just looking a little bit further, let's scroll down. Let's go to the documents. So on the documents, what I like to pay attention to is who are the developers, right? They got the mission. Okay. They got the problem solution. I get that, right? They got that little roadmap. Great. But then I go and I look a little bit deeper and I look into the core team. And they have core team here. So you don't know anybody that's behind this project. You don't know who the funders are, who the founders are. You don't know any of that stuff. I get that. Some people might want to keep that private to some degree, but still, to me, that's a red flag. I'm not fudding you all. I'm just telling you all that in my checklist, if you don't know who the partners are, who the collaborators are, who or the founders, look, it says team founders in my checklist, it's a red flag to me. Okay. I want to fucking know where my thousands of dollars to some degree are. I don't need to know everything, but I want to know whose idea this was. Who was the person that created this phenomenal idea, right? To download an application on your phone and to work out and get paid for it. This is a great idea on the XRPL. All for it, right? But who the fuck do I thank? You know? Like,
and we're not mind readers. We don't know what you guys know and think and all that shit, but we're telling you how we think. So now that you know how, investors think, you guys should start answering these questions, guys.
So let's get a little bit deeper because it goes deeper. Gcrypton Blockchain Dev Studio. So I clicked on it. You can click on it yourselves. Go look at who they are. Go on there. Look, we'll go on it together. Let's do it together. Okay. This shit is questionable. So this is the team, according to XGO and their documents. Okay. They're the core team. It says right here, core team, Gcrypton Blockchain Dev Studio. So you go look at who these people are. I was like, okay, what the heck? Yeah, let's check them out. So they got an address here. We'll look at that in just 1 second. They got an X profile. Okay, let's go there. Let's open that up. Okay, 637 followers, right? Not too bad, not too shabby. But look at their last post, May 17th, 2023. Y'all, this was over a fucking year ago. November 20th, 2023. This is 2024. If you're not developing, if you're not engaging with your community, if you're not growing, if you're not researching, you're not networking, this ain't going to survive.
Hell nah. Not to mention on the XGO website, their roadmap also ended in 2023. So,
so again, I'm not saying that this is a scam, but XGO, pick up your slack. What the fuck is going on, right? If you don't want me to question you, you don't want me to press you on where your shit's at, where your updates are at for your community that's supposed to be invested in the project, where's your updates at? All you've been updating is, oh, jump in this liquidity pool, jump in this liquidity pool. If you go to just look at this yourself, people. This is a red fucking flag to me. Go to XGO, okay? Let's go to their X page. Go look at their last 100 posts. It's all about jump on the X magnetic DEX, come supply liquidity. Look at our application that isn't even available. Look, it's not even available to you. Okay. They got it on their page, but it's not available. All they have is come join our liquidity pool. That to me seems like, again, no community engagement. They're not really promoting their product. If they were, just go take a look at their YouTube. Look at their YouTube. You think that somebody that has an application that can revolutionize fitness would have an updated video teaching you step by step how to use their application, how to download it, how to get involved with it, how entrepreneurs can use it to affiliate with them, right? They don't have shit. Look at this. This is from a year ago and has 189 views. Notice how over a year ago is the same exact time when their developers stopped tweeting, right? I put shit together. Now let's go further. Okay, so I took this address and I was like, where's this at? So I used Google Earth. Okay, this is where their dev core team lives or works out of, I guess. Okay, if this shit doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what the heck else will. This is the building right here, according to Google Earth, where they're located. And you mean to tell me I'm okay with putting $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 into this project? Fuck no.
Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. That doesn't even make sense. And look, this is like those bars that are coming off the building is where people are hang drying their clothes, bro. So like, I don't even think that's an office building, man. That's like a residential apartment building.
Nah, and that's not to discredit this jurisdiction or this place, but no, I'm sorry. No. If you can't see it after what I just showed you, I don't know what the fuck else to show people. Like,
yeah. And I mean, there's nothing really wrong. I'm not saying that to discredit. Like, I mean, look at Amazon. Amazon started out of a garage.
In a basement, right? In a garage.
Like, let's be transparent about it. Tell us the story, and we'll most likely get behind you if you're being transparent and honest. But from our view of things, it doesn't look like you guys are being transparent and honest at all.
Absolutely.
Like he said, if there's a dope ass team of people up in this building and they need some equipment, they need some better shit, I'll buy y'all an office in fucking LA. Like, come to California, let's get popping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts, bro. Like, we'll get involved, man. Let us know, bro.
but like, to some degree, I mean, we have every right as community members to question this stuff. And this is what I want to show to people. This is not FUD. This is the age of information, y'all. We're not stupid. We're not. Okay, listen, we have to flow with the transformation of this technology. They got us. People in 2021, 2022, they got us. We let these fucking nerds, again, no offense to anybody, but Sam Bankman-Fried, y'all know he's a fucking nerd, right? Okay, I'm just saying, scam us. And not just us, but he was scamming financial institutions. Like, come on, we can't let this continue to happen. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this call, regulators are not going to get down to the nitty-gritty. They're not going to know that this specific project exists. We have to figure out a way as a community to create an environment or find out who we need to report this type of stuff to, or get somebody to dig deeper and question it. Like, for real, like, serious. Everybody envisions this environment where the last shakeout is going to happen, where all these projects are going to survive. But in the shadows of the crypto market, if no regulators know that these projects exist and that the shit's kind of shady to some degree, how are they going to even fucking know, right? So again, I'm not saying that this project is a scam. That's not what we're saying. If, again, this ever gets to Exco, prove to us that the things that we're trying to say, like, look at this. This is like a little dental firm down here at the bottom of this. This is your building. If it's your building, cool. Make a video on your YouTube of motivating your followers. Like, look at, this is where we started. This is where we started. This is where we're coming from. How do we, and people will probably follow your journey. They'll probably want to motivate you to do better and take yourself to new levels and new heights. You know?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, I mean, I wrote that message, honestly. Wait, hold on. Take it away. Someone's at my door. Hold on one second.
Oh, I got you. But I mean, like, we're cooking right now. If y'all are vibing, let's take a break while Mr. Aqua is going to answer his door. We're vibing right now. We got 1,100 people listening. Like, this is not a game, people. I personally take investing serious. I have a multi-six-figure crypto portfolio. And so when I say things and when I put information out, I put it out in a sense of I'm actively in the game right now. A lot of these influencers on the internet, they're not actually in the game. They're not actually in the grind, in the trading environment behind crypto, right? And so you really got to tap in. It's much bigger than you think. And if we continue as a community to let these scams exist to some degree, we're not going to find all of them, but we really got to pick apart the markets together. And that's why a checklist like this that we presented, let me present my screen. And that's why this checklist is something that, again, if you're learning DeFi, you should know about. You should know about this checklist so that way you don't fall victim to exposing your portfolio to some bullshit rug pull. Again, we can't find all of them. Shit, XRP might be a rug pull at the end of the day. Who knows, right? But you're less likely to get rug pulled by calculating your risk and doing research.
That being said, I want to add to that. 2023, FSB put out a paper, and this has to do with the policy implications for DeFi. By the FSB, and it says to consider regulatory implications of DeFi and assess whether additional policy work is warranted. And that preliminary work is currently underway, and that's expected to end by 2024. So DeFi landscape is going to get very interesting by the end of 2024. And if we're here doing our due diligence to make some of these projects known from now, you're putting yourself in a better position for when regulatory guidance shows itself.
I mean, we got rocket launch into this on X as well, and just something that I want to bring up about rocket launch. This is another project built on the XRPL. The ticker symbol is RLT, and you come down here. There again, roadmap just kind of ends. There's no, again, at least from what I found, white paper on the project. And then down here, what I found really interesting is they've been active, I believe, since 2022 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little bit later. I don't know off the top of my head, but definitely over a year now, right? Okay, so you would think that there'd be some type of development behind the scenes. Not really. You can see who their partners are. Their partners are Exco, whom I just showed you all is kind of questionable, right? And then you come right here. And so I was like, what the heck is this symbol? So I clicked it open. What the fuck? What the heck is this? This is one of their partners. XRPL Daddy has 545 followers. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Hold on. Go just take a second and go look at how much TVL is locked right now on the magnetic DEX in this pool. This is dangerous. This is scary. Like why? And again, I'm not here to FUD anything, but this is concerning. How much money is involved in this specific pool on the magnetic DEX? Let's take a look. Can you do the math real quick on this XRP? 406,000 XRP in this pool. So that's roughly around what, 200 and some odd $1,000, $200,000, right? So there's
approximately, yeah.
200,000 US dollars is how much 400,000 XRP would be, give or take, roughly.
It's about 50 cents, yeah, double that, yeah.
Okay, so that's a big, decent sum of money. That's 200,000 freaking dollars. And so for us to question this stuff is very reasonable, considering that on their Twitter profile, if you go over to their Twitter profile, give me a second, let me clear up some. They're promoting these yields. They're promoting to go and provide liquidity on these pools. Okay. And so like, check this out. This is from their website. So if you come over here, you go to their website, you go back to their partners. You got the XRPL Daddy as one of their partners. Super weird. Okay. That was a red flag to me. And they're just reposting Exco stuff. So I'm starting to think this is looking almost like a syndicate. This is looking almost like every single project on the magnetic DEX, because you can go do this for 666. You can go do this for Everburn. Like, let's just go take a look at their Twitters. I'm telling you, this shit is creepy. They're all just posting the same. They're posting the same exact shit. Oh, go fund these liquidity pools. Go get onto these liquidity pools. But Everburn doesn't have a white paper. Everburn, you don't know who the fuck their core developers are or what their roadmap is. None of that shit. Same with 666. 666 doesn't have a white paper. They don't have a team. If you go look at their freaking Twitter, it's creepy weird. The only thing that they post is, hey, come join these liquidity pools. You know nothing about the use cases, nothing about the purpose of the coin, nothing about who funded the project, nothing. You know nothing. Like, go try it yourself. You will literally find out jack shit about these projects. And when you call them out on Twitter and ask them questions about it, they get defensive. They act like children. They don't reply to you respectfully like someone who's running a business and trying to create a successful community would react. Okay? And you guys can go read the public layout between myself, Mr. Aqua, and Exco that happened today on Twitter. Like, this shit is creepy. If you go read the whole conversation, y'all are going to come to the same conclusion that we did, that no professional business would ever respond the way that they did. It's super creepy. I won't waste time getting into that right now. You can go read it. Just go look at the last two posts on Mr. Aqua's Twitter. Okay. And so hold on. I don't think I finished. Let me go back to this. Okay. Because look here, the core, where it says the core team, right? Who the heck are these people in moon suits right here? Alex, CEO. Alex who? What's his background? Who the fuck is this guy? Alexander, project manager. Who? What's his Twitter? What's his LinkedIn profile? What's his Instagram? Doesn't even exist. Okay. Same thing with this person. Key Real. Who is this? And notice, like, they're all wearing spacesuits. Is this an NFT shit? Jane, UX, UI design. Who the heck are y'all? Okay. Your community deserves to know. And if you're not going to tell your community who the fuck you are, why would we back you? Why would we support you? What's the purpose? What's your vision? What's like nothing? You know nothing. Okay. You go to their YouTube as well. Look at their YouTube. Jack shit on their YouTube. 29 subscribers. What kind of shit is that? This is 2024. If y'all have been active since 2022, where's your shit at? 1 year ago. That's when their last update was on this platform. What is this, guys? Come on, wake up, please. You know, this is real. And I'm not saying that these projects are scams. You could go to every single project and do this for yourself just to prove the fact on 666, RLT, XGO, Everburn. This shit's questionable. And if they're not scams, then show the community that they're not scams. It's that simple. You're muted, Mr. Aqua.
My bad. I mean, it's like it's really simple. You know, like look at the amount of shit that gets thrown at David Shorts, especially whenever you get lucky enough to hear him in a live. And some people just don't know how to carry themselves and start attacking David Shorts. And how does David Shorts respond? Bro, he responds like an adult, like a true, you know what I mean, like engineer in this world, and he'll be able to speak back to whoever's lashing out at them. And my message on Twitter was not lashing out by no means. It literally was like open-ended, like these are, you know, scam-like projects. Like I don't know, I don't feel comfortable. And I was willing, and that's the reason why I tagged them as well. I was willing to change my mind. I was willing to get educated, to give me that peace of mind, to give me conviction to redeploy into these liquidity pools. But the fact that you guys decided to attack me, and then you got like, you know, you got XP Rocket involved out of nowhere, and they were just immediately like coming at me with like childish remarks like, who are you? And I'm like, yo, like, okay, like I'm somebody who has thousands of dollars that was deployed into your liquidity pool, and I pulled out, and now I'm going to tell all my friends and family now as well. So here we are. And yeah, I mean, joke's on you guys. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like, you guys need to conduct yourselves way better when we have thousands of dollars on the line, if not, you know, millions of dollars, because we have people with millions of dollars in our community. So, you know, you really got to understand what, and that's the reason why I think we've all drawn to the conclusion that this shit is ran by children. Like, it's got to be children running this shit. Like, who else would be behind this shit acting like this?
It's really crazy, bro. Like, I myself, I'm 30. I know that you're in your 30s. This is not how they responded. Clearly shows a lower level IQ. Whoever that may be, whatever age number that is, exists behind this computer. That's the fucking problem. Dead serious, guys. Just go read this. Go read this conversation. The thing that I love about this is these little tiny scammers have never had people with communities like ours, or people that follow us like ours, go after them. That's the problem. Nobody's pressed them. We are the first people that are going to start pressing people on the XRPL, especially the XRPL. I know that I'm going to reach out to other projects that I found on other networks as well, to some degree. Again, I'm not going to blow it out of proportion, but if I want to invest my money in it and I ask a simple question, I want a response. And that's respectful. Like, if I ask you, if you don't have a white paper, hey, do you have a white paper? And you're like, fuck you, bro, you're not getting my white paper. What the fuck? What the whoa. Like, bro, I just asked for your white paper. And that's what happened here. That's what we're trying to show y'all. Like Mr. Aqua was just saying, he's dropping his positions because there was some sketchy stuff. And the way that they responded, they said, bring the facts. We brought the facts. And just go read the conversation yourself. Click open all the things and check it out. I'm not going to bore you guys to death, but the shit got nuts up. And so to me, that did not meet my requirements, my checklist, the checklist that I personally hand typed out to some degree. Again, you know, you gotta just full circle this. Start DeFi responsibly. Start DeFi just like you started crypto, hopefully responsibly. I know a lot of people probably didn't. They learned their lesson the hard way. But if you're new to crypto, or you're even a veteran in crypto, DeFi is a brand new space. Don't be scared of it. Enlighten yourself on it, educate yourself, and do the digging. If you don't like a project, let it be known, go over a checklist, create a solid strategy, and make a decision. It's not hard, right? You just have to go put in the elbow grease, do the studying, do the digging. And I hope that everybody watching this moving forward, to some degree, at least understand the environment. The environment, we confirmed on this call, myself, Mr. Aqua, and Mr. Man all just showed you examples of financial institutions and central bank speakers telling you all that DeFi is coming. This shit is not a game. This is not a game. And anybody that thinks it's a game moving forward, honest to God, is going to get left behind. You know, that's just my personal way of looking at it. If you think that this is going to be as easy as you downloading an application on your phone and pressing a button and getting rich over time, it's fucking fairy tale. That's make believe, y'all. That doesn't exist. Your moon boy YouTuber will tell you that that shit exists. Guarantee you can go find 100 videos like that right now. Like literally right now, just go look up how much XRP you need to be rich and unfollow all those motherfucking people right now. Right now. Right now. I'm telling y'all right now. Okay.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Now, let it be known, I have XRP. I have a very big bag of XRP. I believe in a very high price in XRP. I believe I'm going to be very wealthy by XRP, but I'll never fucking go out and be like, oh, you need 5,000, 10,000 XRP. No, fuck that. Just buy more XRP. You know, like you don't need a certain number. What the fuck? I swear people, oh, this market is so diluted. Ugh.
Yeah, man. Psyoped to hell and back too, man. I swear.
Yeah. Tell me this. I literally just showed people physical examples how a month before retail articles that there's an influencer right now on the internet that has over 100,000 subscribers and reads Daily Huddle articles all the time. And I just physically showed people how Daily Huddle is 10 steps behind CyberX in the information feed that we have here. And that information is 24 hours every day of the week in the Discord, funneled information. Okay.
Literally.
This is, man, people got to just wake up. It's sad. Anyways, Mr. Man, before we started the call, you were in a crazy ass room with some funky stuff going on. I'm gonna take a break and cool off.
It sounds like it's hot in your area, man. It's hot over there for real.
My Kundalini energy needs to chi the fuck out, bro.
Man, just some chi. So what Cypress is talking about, I'm here hanging out. Shout out to my man Mel Carmine. He turned my wife onto this. This is the EE system. That's what these screens are behind me. These screens itself, the EE system, provide a frequency, and that frequency interacts with my body, so it raises the frequency of my body, which helps my body repair itself, essentially, because my body knows what needs to be repaired. So with all these screens around me, that's what's going on.
That's pretty legit. I feel like that's like a sanctuary. It's like
this is the room I'm going to be sleeping in tonight. So I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed.
That's dope, dude. I'm not mad at that, man. I need that set up next, dude. Shit.
I can't wait to kick it. Look, after my move, I honestly think that we should connect. We should try and go somewhere. The three of us. We should try and hit some place like the UK. We should go link up with like students in like the UK or Australia. We should hit something.
Okay, I'm down. I'm in.
Yeah, dude.
We'll figure it out. I know next year we're going to be in Miami. That's going to be cool. All right. Well, look, that's all I got today. Again, remember, we're not trying to attack anybody. I'm not trying to sit here and say fucking sell X, go, or whatever positions you're in. I could care less. Like at the end of the day, we're just trying to bring education, information, strategy, and understanding to people that care. Like if you don't care, move on. This community, trust me, you will not survive in this community if you don't care. Like if you don't care, but like just like you won't survive. I promise you. If you care and you're like, dang, with these dudes is kind of like hitting home, and maybe I should probably wake the fuck up and do a little bit more research and understand what I'm involving my bread in. And you want to wake up, you want to tap in, come join us. Like-minded community. We got a community member right now that's been here for 2 years that's rolling around the community doing interviews with everybody, which is really dope. We got like almost 10 interviews going through the community. It's private for community members, just hearing people speak that are inside the community, hearing their stories, hearing where they come from, what got them involved. And it's great camaraderie, you know, at the end of the day, falling back on the team and really just moving through these markets with other individuals that actually care about the same thing that you're invested in. That is worth $28 to me, which is why we're not charging people out the ass. Ask anybody in the Wealth 28 Club right now that's an active member. They have probably made their money back tenfold. It's not about the money. Fuck the money. It's about the camaraderie. It's about the growth. It's about the networking. It's about the understanding of the environment in which we operate in. It's about having access to the documents, having access to the videos nobody else is watching. It's about having access to all the fundamentals that nobody cares about. Okay. That's what Wealth 28 is about. And we got that. Trust and believe that. So blessings to you guys. If you want to tap in, anything you guys got to say to the lovely individuals listening, then go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback what you're saying, bro, like understanding market sentiment and having that understanding will do wonders in your portfolio and your journey in crypto. And I encourage everybody to apply themselves, because 97% of people that are involved in crypto are not paying attention to, you know, the strength of the US dollar and when Jerome Powell speaks. And the CyberX community is, and my man Cypress, this dude is on another level with giving out due diligence and putting out stuff for you guys. So if you're not following CyberX, you're slipping. Follow now, drop everything and follow now. But that's all I got for y'all, man.
Beautiful. Well said. Well said. I want to just end off. DeFi may not be for everybody, but there are people out there that it will be for, or that it could be for. And as long as your mind is opened up to capitalize on what trailblazers such as CyberX and Aquaman have been telling you guys about, and you do your due diligence, these strategies can definitely work for you, because you saw in this segment here how they were calling out protocols that may or may not seem to be what they tout themselves to be. So we do our due diligence here. We do provide guidance, and ultimately all we want is the best for you guys, and we're providing the framework to help you out with that.
I feel that, gentlemen. Hey, look, it's always a blessing. I know this was a late call. We usually do it in the morning. Next week, probably won't do a call. I'll be moving next week. You guys know all about that. I've kept the community updated. So next week's going to be busy for me. We'll take a break next week. We'll come back. We'll hit it the second week, I believe it'll be, of June, if not, or
July.
not June, July. Excuse me. So we'll see you guys. Everybody, thank you so much for tapping in. Make sure if you're my follower, you go follow these two gentlemen. If you're their followers, come follow me. We do appreciate the love and support. If you want to join the CyberX community, visit cyberxtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the team. Many blessings to you guys, and we will see you all next Friday, or sorry, excuse me, Friday after next.
Later, guys. Much love, everybody.